Jack is weird. No, it burns more when you talk.
Yeah, it's you're breathing into.
All right.
Welcome to the show Hot Nugs, the show with the hot questions and even hotter nuggets. Today, I'm joined by Nurse Cait, and I'm your host, Isaiah Armstrong. So, let's get started. To start off with, are you familiar with the show Hot Ones by First We Feast?
Yes, I saw. I forget what celebrity, but I saw it, and it was entertaining.
Yeah. So now you're here.
Okay.
What would you say your spice level's at? Like, are we tolerable?
Yeah, but
Enjoy
it just gives me heartburn.
All right, that's like perfect candidate to be here then.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
That's not too bad.
It's nice, right, to start off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has a zing.
a little bit. Yeah, it's a little sweet, a little spicy.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Already home. You're the first. That's the first one. You're the first one to go for the water on the first one.
It's all good. I just need to get it down.
Yeah, just get it down. Yeah. So, start off with,
Yes.
as a school nurse, what's something you think people should know about being a school nurse?
It's a lot more than just giving out Band-Aids and things like that. Like obviously this whole like mental health matters is super important for our high school students. And just a lot of like life advice, I guess, social emotional support.
Yeah.
And I feel like we could talk to students about like how to just handle life all day. And then, we do have some major things that happen, the occasional not feeling well, fevers, things like that. It's evolved a lot since COVID.
Yeah. So it's like you're like an all-in-one basically.
Yeah,
like
that's why they say that's why you're called a nurse, because you do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, like an SBYS basically.
Yeah, you're that. You do handle like scratches and things like that, but you also help so many other things, and it's it really is the best job ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What led you to want to be a nurse?
Honestly, I went into college undecided, and it was between nursing and social work, and I realized that like nursing, there's more variety, and financially I could be a lot more independent. Got into the nursing program, and it's just been kind of just has worked out. So
That's good.
Yeah, I like helping people. I mean, there's a lot to it. The job's like you can switch up and change and do so many different things. So
yeah. Is there something about like being a nurse at a school that you decided you liked more? Or
I don't know. I found a paper from college, and I always wanted to be a school nurse. I wanted to try it out, and then this opportunity came up, and I've been here 6.5 years, and I hope like to stay here as long as I can. So. All right, let's bring it on. Okay.
All right. You ready?
Okay.
Tastes a little bit like the same.
What's that one called?
Garlic. Del Fuego. Doing all right?
It's good, yeah. I only need water. I'm not like.
They don't get too spicy from like 1 to 3 about.
Oh, and then it
kicks up. You're doing fine.
Okay.
So you recently took a trip to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
How was your trip to start off with?
Amazing. Have you ever been?
No, I've never been.
Okay.
It looks really nice though, like the scenes and like the desert and the sunsets and stuff.
It was beautiful. So we went to Arizona. We did the Grand Canyon, which was like a 2-hour drive from where we're staying. That's beautiful. Like it's grand. I don't know how else to describe it. And then we did a bunch of hikes. We went to Page, Arizona, and did Lower Antelope Canyon. So it's on like native tribal land. And it's really cool. You go in and it's like wavy on the inside. Actually, Mrs. Kunder is the one that inspired me to go, because she went there with her family. Yeah. And I was like, that looks like a really cool trip. So yeah, it was beautiful. It was, and it's supposed to be super like spiritual out there. And they have like spiritual vortexes and stuff.
Right.
So like if you believe in that stuff.
It's a nice place to be out with nature.
And the one hike we went on though, that was by a spiritual vortex. my son had like he touched a cactus on the way out, and then on the way back, my husband like couldn't really breathe. So like maybe it was too intense, but it was still fun.
If there was 3 things you'd say you'd want to like recommend to someone that's traveling to Arizona, what do you think you'd plan for them?
Grand Canyon, the Antelope Canyon, and what's the other thing? What did we do that was really fun?
Like an activity?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's so many good hikes. So we hiked up. I'm trying to think. We did just do a hike.
Yeah.
Just do something. Oh, well, we did a Jeep tour. That was really cool. But like a hike to something, like whether it's the top of a rock or a mountain or to a cave. Just do something like that, because we don't have that here. And it's really, it's fun. And you realize like you think you're kind of in shape, but like you're not.
And then the heat's hitting you.
Well, and you're like 4,000 to 10,000 feet above sea level. So we're at 0 here, and like it really does affect how you are. So those are the 3 things.
So you definitely recommend it to like a nature person.
Oh my God, yeah. Even not a nature person. Like
just to get outside and really.
And it's beautiful. It really is. So go one day.
Doing good.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
These aren't too bad so far.
Yeah. This one comes in. Yeah. Comes in. What do you feel? Does it taste good?
Extreme habanero. That hits your throat.
Yeah, when you swallow it, right? That's a lot of them. It's not bad on your tongue, and then when you swallow it, then So, in addition to your traditional nursing experience and knowledge, you're also familiar with holistic.
Oh yeah, Nurse Kelly came up with these questions, didn't she? Yeah, so my other certification is I'm a holistic certified nurse. So like, it's not really anything extra you do. It's just kind of like within you, and that is terrible. And it's just about like mind, body, and soul, and just bringing it all together. And I know sometimes I can be a little bit tough or like say it how it is, but mind, body, and soul. I feel like we need to hear the truth and not everything be sugar coated and things like that. So that one just
feeling that one. We're on number 3.
This will be fun. Let's see how this goes.
So if you were to give a starter pack to someone who's trying to get into holistic nursing, what would you recommend for them?
I would recommend that they find tools that interest them so that they can explore it and teach their patients. So like, for example, like I love aromatherapy, like meditation and yoga, and just like, what's the other one, would you say? They're kind of like one and the same, meditation and yoga, and just being really mindful. Mindfulness is like its whole thing on its own, because I feel like if you enjoy it yourself and can live it, you're not like preaching it, you're kind of just sharing what works. And I feel like that reaches people better than if you're just talking at them. So,
and you actually do what you're teaching.
I mean, clearly it's not a perfect thing, and we're all humans, and we're gonna have moments where we could have chosen better, but also that's being a human. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I would probably, my starter pack.
Okay.
And like, who doesn't love essential oils? I don't know if you ever.
I like the ones that like give off like smells.
Yeah, like lavender, like citrus and things like that. I mean, some stink, and you know, some people are sensitive to others, but it's just a cool tool. And it helps. Like
for I've seen people put them in like humidifiers for like the room, and like it makes it smell nice.
It helps the nurse's office smell a little less.
Oh, that's what you guys use?
Some days,
I didn't know that.
It's necessary.
Definitely. You ready?
Yeah, I am.
All right, let's see the next one.
See, that one goes better. Whew.
Until you swallow it.
That one's not so bad.
It doesn't taste bad either, right? It's not horrible.
No, do you like spicy stuff normally?
Yeah, it's not bad. I enjoy like mild, nothing like too much, but
my nose is running already, but it's okay. Like, I feel like the problem, if you get too spicy, it takes
Yeah.
away from the flavor
It
of what
doesn't.
you're
Yeah,
eating.
the last one, it doesn't taste like anything. It's just hot.
That one's called Da Bomb.
Yeah.
Is your nose running or is it just mine? Okay, it's just me. That's fine. Okay.
So, I'm also familiar with you being in a book club, and you boast reading over 100 books a year.
Yeah, not that many.
Okay.
It's like 40 to 50
Okay.
a year. Yes, I am.
That's still a lot of books per year.
Yeah, I'm
But-
in a book club. Yeah.
If you had like,
So funny.
if you had like any specific books that made you like that invoked like a reaction out of you that like shocked you or made you feel emotional.
There's so many. The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros is like, I was sobbing. And it was like, 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like in my bed, just like, and my husband's asleep and nobody's there to like tell me it's okay. It was good. Sad, but really good. And then, I mean, if we break it down by genres, so that's like, I guess you would call that like I don't know, like romantic.
Like a
What is that called? Romantic? Not
like I know what you mean.
romanticy?
Like a
Okay,
like a sad romance one or just like
No, like, okay, so it's kind of like with, you guys are in video production, it's kind of like you have like comedy,
yeah.
and then you have like a rom-com. The books are kind of the same.
Yeah.
So it was like a love story and then something really sad happens. But
Like a tragic love story.
Yeah, well, yeah, but something sad happened to like the child involved, and I
Yeah.
have 2 kids. And it just made me so sad, and I was just like sobbing. So that got a good reaction. I also read, it's kind of dorky, like fantasy books about like, like not werewolves, but like fairies and stuff like that. But like it's a whole different world. And I made fun of everyone who read them, but they're so good.
And then you get into it.
Yeah, and then you're reading,
Yeah.
you're like 10 books into a series, and then you read the next series that's 6 books, and then another. Like I'm reading one that's like a series of 6 books. And then historical fiction I love too, because it's cool to see how people like lived. So you guys ever hear of Kristen Hanna?
I don't think so.
No, okay. So she wrote a book called The Women, and it's about nurses in Vietnam. And that was a really cool book, because being a nurse, I was curious to see like how it was, and I listened to that. I'm like reading 4 books at once right now. So
That's how you get to that number. and
Well,
you start
no,
building.
honestly,
And you
I-
could do it like one like
yeah, so like actually I've read all the books on my Kindle. I did like 64 the one year. But like I have 2 books. I'm in the school book club, The Anxious Generation. Then I'm reading Let Them by Mel Robbins, which is like a self-help book. Then I'm listening to one, and then I'm reading one on my Kindle.
Yeah. So do you guys like read the same books at the same time, or you just talk about ones that you like?
Yeah, we just talk about them and share, and then we like sometimes exchange gifts because it's fun, and who doesn't like a gift?
Yeah.
But what's I gonna say? We call ourselves the Bookish Club.
Bookish club.
Yeah, because it's not like really traditional. We did read Onyx Storm together. Did you hear about Onyx
No,
Storm?
I haven't heard about that.
That was like Fourth Wing with the Dragon Riders. So we all read that at the same time. So you're like texting, you're just like, oh my God, can you believe Zayden did that and stuff like that? And I never thought I would do it. But when I was in Arizona, I had a couple book shirts on, and it like connected
Oh, that's
me
yeah.
with some really cool women.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, because girls can sometimes be standoffish towards each other, so it's nice to see them like something bring women together.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay, we ready?
Yeah, are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm doing
let's
good.
Bring it on. We're
All right.
on to 25,000.
Number 5.
That one sneaks up. Whew.
Yeah, some of these build, or some of them are just instant, right?
That's a builder.
Doesn't taste like much.
No, but it's making my nose run.
So you talked about your kids too.
Yeah.
Is there anything about being a mother that shaped what you like? Is there anything about being a mother that shaped how you are as a nurse now?
Oh, I think so, because sometimes you have to, I don't know, there's a couple of things. Like when we call parents, sometimes I always think like, yes, I have to give them the nurse information, but I also have to sometimes give them that, like, you know, like I'm a mother too, like I understand what you're going through. And this one, I don't really like this one.
Yeah, it doesn't. They start to just not taste good anymore as you go on.
And sometimes you just realize that in that moment, some kids just, they need like that parent figure.
Yeah.
Because like they don't always want to do like a bad thing, or they don't always want to go home right away. They just want someone to be like, it's gonna be okay. So.
And you can be there for them, so
yeah,
you see it from both sides.
Yeah, and sometimes you also need to be a little bit like more strict, because I think like boundaries are important, but that one's not good.
You're definitely not gonna like that one.
It's not like terrible. It's just like,
yeah, it just doesn't.
I
taste
feel it
good.
in my ears. Like, this isn't like you're really not like you could do this like all day.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I haven't really talked too much, Isaiah, and really get to know each other. Like my mouth is watering. Like salivating.
For this one, that's like I think that's
a normal reaction.
I don't know.
No.
I think you're probably.
Ugh. It's okay. I'm good. You know, obviously.
Yeah.
Which one is this? Is called?
That's smoked ghost pepper.
Holy
I think.
brain killer.
So we had ghost pepper and smoked ghost pepper.
And what is this one? Okay, we can do this.
Let's go for it. Last one.
Still haven't processed the last one.
That one's dry.
This one builds a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's going up my nose. Okay.
So I'm familiar that you're a fan with the story of the Titanic. What was it about the Titanic that made you fall in love so much?
So, originally,
You have milk.
the thought of milk right now, does it help?
And it helps a lot. It does cool it down a lot.
Oh my god. Hold on. Whew. Milk.
Tears are coming.
Drinking milk by itself is just really tough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Oh my god.
If it just helps.
Woo!
You don't have to.
My mouth is salivating.
We can refill your water too if you want.
So, I need your napkin. Hold on. Okay.
Take it.
So, whew. This one's really distracting. Oh my god, I know. Burning. The Titanic originally was because Jack.
Watch touching your eyes.
Oh, did I?
Be careful.
Okay, anyway. Jack is weird. No, it burns more when you talk.
Yeah, it's you're breathing into.
Alright.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna be good, and now you're.
I was like, I'm fine. I got this. Okay. But these things are happening and I can't control them. So originally the Titanic is just because I spurs when I talk. It's terrible. Oh my god. It's not burning your mouth?
It burns, but I have to stay calm and composed for this. It's just on my tongue though, but I can sit here and talk to you.
So we know Leonardo DiCaprio, he's good looking. And that's why it's great, right? It's a beautiful love story. But my son, if you suck in it, feels a little bit better.
Yeah.
But then it burns more. It's burning in your nostrils aren't burning, nothing. Oh god, thank God I just tapped up. Yeah, it's up my nostrils now, Isaiah.
That's
It's okay.
pleasant.
It's really pleasant.
Yeah.
So, this is really distracting. So now I like it because my son likes it. So I let him watch the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever, if you want to judge me for that. He watched all of it because, like, it is what it is. And then he got obsessed with it, and then he was obsessed with Leonardo DiCaprio, and now we have like probably 10 to 15 3D printed Titanics. And we didn't print them, we bought them all. And the one we have right now is submersible. So the way it's made, it like, if you put it in water, it sinks and then it drops to the bottom and stuff. And a little bit better. That was, ugh.
Yeah.
Your mouth's not watering.
It's salivating a little bit, but.
and milk, like, ugh.
I'm a fan of milk, actually, so I can down this whole thing.
Milk goes in your coffee, like that's about it. Okay, I think I'm like, I feel better now.
Doing good.
But yeah, so we have a bunch of 3D printed Titanics. My son Jackson is absolutely obsessed with the Titanic, and he is obsessed with like the sinking of it.
Yeah.
So he sinks his Titanics, like they've probably been sunk so many times. But it's a fascinating piece of history.
Yeah.
And you know who else really likes it? Mr. Chesky likes the Titanic, and there's like a bunch of conspiracy theories about it. I don't know if you've ever heard any of
I
them.
have, yeah.
How they think it was actually the Olympic that sunk. I don't know. It would be such a cool thing to like go visit the
site.
Yeah, but I mean, where is it? It's like
in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Like,
and it's slowly
thousands of feet down.
It's slowly deteriorating.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, but yeah. So how deep literally how deep can I go? Right about the Titanic. I can go to the bottom of the ocean if you want.
Literally and figuratively.
But did you ever watch the Titanic movie?
No, I actually haven't watched it.
I really recommend it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that like
everyone probably should see.
Yeah, and Jack and Rose aren't real people.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful love story.
Yeah.
It really is. Okay, that wasn't.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good.
It burns still a little bit.
Yeah, but you ate it. You survived. You survived the dinos to death. How you feeling? You doing good?
I feel fine. I don't know how I'll feel later, but
and now you're. It's not a lot, so.
No, but that one
that
hits you.
Yeah.
You're like, this is good, and then like things were happening to my body that I like couldn't control.
Couldn't control it all. It just starts all coming out from everywhere.
What's happening? It's like, like I'm not sweating, but I'm like, okay. I feel fine now.
Okay. So we have one camera here and one camera here. If you want to tell the audience anything, any wisdom, anything you want to share.
So this was really fun. Like I love the students, so that's why I did it for them. And it was so great to get to know Isaiah. And thanks for including me in this.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. That was fun.
That was good. Yeah.